Oh my God. Yesterday, we said Trump owns the Screen Actors Guild president, I think, CEO, director, whomever, the lady, Miss Carteris. He wrote, "Don't need this. You're asking for a disciplinary hearing." And he said, "Who cares?" He said it was a big a grab for attention. This is also just a great punch right in the face. But this one is not for the Screen Actors Guild. This one is a little bit more weighty, a little bit more meaningful. This is from the New York Times. They say, Trump refuses a surprise call to testify in his impeachment trial. So yes, the former president's lawyers, they say, wasted little time in swatting away the invitation to testify, saying the trial is unconstitutional, and the request to testify is a public relations stunt. Sounds familiar? Now you'll hear people say, anyone criticizing the former president, they're being called a publicity stunt. That's the only thing he has to do. The only defense he says is, you're just looking for publicity. You just want to ride my popular little coattails. Well, number one, that's true. They need Trump to be in the media, and he has shown that by disappearing into the wind. You have not really heard from him but for a letter here or there, right? A public statement made on a white piece of paper in black ink, right there, that's it. Literally no orange man for you. No orange man for you. So he's gone, seemingly, for now, in the eye of the media, and that's the only thing that matters to them, right? The only thing that matters to them is what they can show you, and if they don't show him at all, they can't show him poorly. That's not going to be good. Ruh-roh. So how do we show Trump in a negative way? We'll invite him to his own impeachment. That makes sense. His own little political lynching, let's invite him to it. He can take a front row seat. We'll ask him some questions. He can testify. Obviously, he's going to say no to that. He said no to the first one. Why would he go to this one? This one's a sham impeachment, more so than the first one was, because he's not even in office anymore. And that would be the ultimate goal for this. Well, you know as well as I do, the ultimate goal is to get him not to be able to run. But they say, out of Washington, they say the House impeachment managers issued a surprise request on Thursday. Surprise, Donald, we're going to call you in to test. No. It's that easy. Request on Thursday for Donald J. Trump to testify in the Senate trial next week, making a long-shot attempt to question the former president under oath about his conduct on the day of the Capitol riot. It was quickly rejected by his lawyers. Yeah. So all this is a publicity stunt then, because they knew he wouldn't do it. Why did they say a long-shot attempt? That's not what this is. Be more honest. The three of you that wrote this, Nicholas Fondos, Michael S. Schmidt, and Maggie Haberman. No kidding, Maggie Haberman's involved. Well, now we know what we're dealing with her. So, they say, together, collectively, the wrong thing, which is not that this was an attempt, but we'll move on. In a letter to President Trump, Representative Jamie Raskin, the lead House impeachment prosecutor, said that the former president's response this week to the House charge that he should be indicted, that he incited an insurrection. At this point, they want the same thing, right? On January 6th, that they had disputed crucial facts about his actions and demanded further explanation. Quote, 2 days ago, you filed an answer in which you denied many factual allegations set forth in the impeachment articles, in the article of impeachment, he wrote. This is Jamie Raskin, the lead prosecutor. You have thus attempted to put critical facts at issue, notwithstanding the clear and overwhelming evidence of the constitutional offense. So then you don't need him there, stupid. Why is the lead prosecutor? I know, I sound stupid when I'm misreading things, but this guy's really dumb, and here's why. He's the lead prosecutor. The lead prosecutor is saying, if the witness doesn't come to testify, then we don't really have a case. The fact that he's even defending himself publicly, but he won't come to testify, just puts holes in our case further. We want him on the stand. They're demanding it. He says they have overwhelming evidence of a constitutional offense. Then just charge him. Just charge him. You have the charges already, right? That's the article of impeachment. Just find him guilty then. If you have the evidence, prove it in court. You don't need him there. You don't need him there. You have his defense there. That's enough, because he's not going to tell you anything anyways. So again, the request is correctly said by the president. This is nothing more than an attempt to just grab some attention. A little bit of time in the spotlight for someone at the New York Times, someone to report to you hey, we're making an attempt to get him to come and talk, but he won't. He's refusing to testify. He would have always refused that. He said he proposed interviewing Jamie Raskin, lead prosecutor, guy with no case unless the witness is there. He proposes interviewing the former president at a mutually convenient time and place between Monday and Thursday. The trial is set to begin on Tuesday. But the president's lawyers, Bruce Castor Jr. and David Schoen, wasted little time in swatting away that invitation. Again, swatting. They're using that word like 3 times. Why? Do you not just say like they declined? Because that's what it was. A swat is like, get away. Ooh, no. What is this? It's framing is what it is. They want your brain to be seeing the image that they want desperately to be put there. So they'll use this kind of language to trick you into hearing this in a certain way. That's what framing is, right? Mr. Trump's lawyers said no. They said that he will not have any part in a proceeding that they insist is unconstitutional because he's no longer in office, number one, and that is the reason you would impeach someone. And 2, this whole request is a public relations stunt. That's what they claim. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. They say your letter only confirms what is known to everyone. And this is what they hate. They don't want him to make these statements. So I'm going to make it again right now for him. Your letter only confirms what is known to everyone. You cannot prove your allegations against the 45th president of the United States, who's now a private citizen. So what they're asking for him is to have him come in, sit down, and then they'll pick and poke and prod until he incriminates himself in some way that they can argue is a gotcha moment, because it would be enough for the media to just have on the stand the former President Trump finally being held accountable under oath. I mean, you can imagine the kind of fumes that they're going to pour on that. Just the stink in the air, and then they'll light the match and throw it and watch with giddy excitement. So they don't even need him to do anything wrong. They just want him on the stand. They want a body. Isn't that weird? They want the body. They want the actual man's body on the stand. Because they're not going to get words, but they want the body. They want the face. They want to be able to see, point, and go, nah, and smear. And you know, they all want to sneer at him. They couldn't crucify Jesus without his body. That's really it. If I keep going here, I'm just going to get myself in trouble. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Like this video, share the video, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. It's now not 60% of viewers that are unsubscribed. It's like 55. So we're making headway. Trying to get under 50%. That'd be sweet if the majority of people watching were subscribed. That'd be great. If you're not, consider it on Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, Gab, YouTube, and do everything else that you can do to help us keep America afloat.